And what is up, people of the world? It was a little scary there. I know you were holding on for dear life. You weren't sure what was happening. It was maybe a confusing time, but it's all good. Everything is sort. The man, the myth, the legend. Toast Rider has showed up. Thank goodness. And she's, of course, already ready, doing some TikTok clock. It is the playoffs first. I gotta get the terminology right. I believe this is the first set of the match. I think that's what we're going with. For those of you unaware, it is a best of 3 match with best of 3 sets. So this is the first set. We could see upwards of 3 games, and with me in the booth is none other than Rock Chalk 19. What's going on, dog?
Yo, everybody. It's going good. Excited we get to see this. It was getting a little sweaty there. Toast cutting it close, but this is what we've been working towards. You know, the stakes are raised. This is the playoffs. Winner goes to pace. So it should be a hot race, or a set of races, I should say.
Indeed, it will be a lot riding on the line. She's confirmed for going to pace, so it would be nice if he could slide in to the competition.
Yeah.
Toast Rider, not sure what his plans are, but I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility. Cheese has a very nice record. He is a very fast, pretty consistent player, but there's been a couple, dodgy matches, couple moments.
Yeah,
where it's been a little tough.
Toast Rider actually beat him in the regular season, set a PB in that race. And so, wonder if that's going to be in his head a little bit. Cheeses, that is, Toast Rider, I'm interested to see how he comes out here. He appears to have just entered the world, came out of nowhere. I'm guessing he's not warmed up. So it might take him a while to get going.
Perhaps. But the thing I like about this setup is that, yes, it's quite a bit of races, honestly. It's a lot of action. But at the end of it, you're pretty much, whoever wins, they must have earned it. I mean, there's no luck, especially in a game like this where the RNG is so little. The player who's really got it down, more calm, more collected, will be bringing it home.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a great way to do it instead of just the single elimination. Anything can happen in a race. This is a bunch. You got to bring it for like multiple races. And here we go, right at the gate. Synced up, race 1. Toast Rider doing that a little bit faster lag 2 skip. Looking good.
Saving some huge time on Cheese.
Yeah, huge mountain to overcome for Cheese now. Not sure he can pull it off. Looks like neither going for Island Hop, which is not surprising at all.
I could see it happening in a game 1 of the first set, just to be ballsy.
That's true.
A little risky. But understandable.
Basically tied.
Yeah, pretty spicy bomb clip from Cheese. This is the start that we want to see, but we do. Oh, hold the phone. Toast Rider with the ground pound of his life, and now Cheese has got. Sync is not real.
Yeah, Toast's visual settings here. Really, I don't know how to describe it. Cozy. It's very CRT feeling.
Very saturated.
Yeah. Nostalgic, that's good.
Yeah.
What I was going
for. She's rocking the more,
modern.
Yeah, more modern, more common colors. Just not too offensive, not too crazy.
Already dreading the lava and the snow from Toast side. Might just have to look away.
Yeah, gonna have to bust the shades out for those. Keep them ready. Keep them on your side. And we've actually got some people offended in the chat from the colors on Toast's screen. Might just have to DQ, possibly, but the sunglasses are coming out in chat. People are throwing them on. Don't have to worry too much. Here we go into Womps. It's scary. It's really, there's a lot of action. There's a lot of coins, piranha plants.
Yeah, really good.
Oh
level start, but
no!
Toast immediately
Oh!
falling down on Alice.
Code Red, call the cops. Oh no, not able to get the double jump. See, starting womps like this is so uncomfortable because then it's just on your mind.
Yeah, for sure. It can really set the tone of a race. A whole lot can go wrong here, and it's not like you slip up and just lose a bit of time. It's basically everything you can do just loses multiple seconds. So Toast needs to really keep it together. Jeez, slipping, butt sliding on the fence. Okay, and then running straight into the piranha.
Okay, that was interesting. He had the setup. Oh, another booty slide!
What are you doing?
This is what he wanted. He wanted the trip in at the second time, losing possibly even more time than we saw Toast lose.
Absolutely, but Toast grabbing the
blue.
star. Wow, meltdown.
Oh no.
Racers and womps.
Okay, this is scary now because if Toast Rider is doing 100 and he's doing the same route, he could grab a blue star, and that's not good. You don't want to grab blue stars, believe it or not.
It's got to be in your head after it happening once.
Mm-hmm.
Both doing the faster route here. She's missing that red, right? Am I crazy?
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was a missed red.
And he's just going to back it up too. So.
Wow. So same mistakes, different fashions here?
Yeah, basically the same womps. But man, Toast just can't get anything going.
So apparently these players are good, but I don't know. This Womps is teaching me something else. They're really malfunctioning. I mean, if this is how Womps is going to go down. Whoa, okay. I have very, very heinous claims coming out in the booth from Rock Chalk. Perhaps a little bit salty that he, got clapped.
That's exactly it.
Commentator perhaps poking.
I'd like a do-over. Right, Cheese picking up the spaghetti, dropped much better that time around.
All right, they're finally getting it together. The boat capsized there. We were in the white waters, getting turned around violently, but the waters have calmed. Current is settled down. We're back on the boat. We're paddling. I think we lost a paddle and maybe a life vest, but other than that, not the end of the world.
Yeah. Well, luckily for both of them, like neither player is playing all that well. Like, it's good to not build a huge deficit in Womps, and they're helping each other out. Really small lead from Cheese, it looks like. I think from all the stars I'm up to date on. I think Toast is just this star behind. It's cannonless, and he's doing the full setup. Smart for a race, I'd say.
Boom. Yeah, pretty much guaranteed. You go for texture setup, you do run the risk of just straight up failing it. But
Jumping in 100 coin, literally nobody has stopped doing that. Even like if you know not to, I haven't seen anybody stop.
it just feels fast.
Yeah, it just feels it's like satisfying too. I can't explain it.
Like I think, okay, Toast Rider can't pound the Womp. So for those who are not quite in the loop, the deal is with the 100 coin star, you can jump on the 100th coin that you grab so that you're already in the air towards the star to ground pound. But when you jump and grab the star, then the star spawns higher. So it actually apparently loses time to jump before spawning it. You should just run into the coin and then jump and ground pound. Apparently that's faster. But I mean, there's an argument to be made because if you're already in the air, you're like pretty much doing frame perfect, right? But if you have to jump after, then you have to time it really well. Toast Rider trying to back it up. We're gonna be
just gonna walk up this one, scenic route. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's scary, especially like DDD 100, for example. If you keep running, like you could fall off the little platform, and so it's just comfier to jump while the star's spawning. That's how I see it anyway. Or like Wet Dry World in 70 star, we'll see it. There's like a water crystal right there. You don't want to overshoot the coin. So I still like the idea of jumping.
Yeah, I'm a fan of jumping. I think it looks nice.
Yeah, will likely never change. It's the meta we're sticking with stubbornly. 212.6s from Cheese.
Yeah, this is kind of big stuff. Toast Rider, what did he get for his first one? I actually don't remember.
12.7. This one looks good though. Okay.
Ooh. Cheese swiping a cheeky 0.2 over Toast in the slide. Could be a little bit more, could be a little bit less. Hard to tell. Well, 0.2 would be the max. guess. But that's besides the point. We are flying around. She's not messing up any of these twins.
Yeah, it's always fun to watch Cheese fly. He's got ridiculously good flying. Super underrated skill in this game.
Yeah, you can lose seconds without realizing, but even more, honestly. Like if you're very unpolished with your flying, you'll be losing wild amounts of time.
Yeah, it gets messy.
It definitely is hard. It's like, yes, you can practice it and you get better, but it's the more precise you're trying to fly, the harder it gets because you're trying to cut those corners, barely grabbing each coin. We're in Dark World. Rock Chalk, tell me about Dark World.
Dark World is pretty sketchy. I'd say it's the first big, really Monka-esque moment of a run. It's nothing like too crazy about it, especially I'm sure they'll both be going for the Shigeru cycle, which is kind of standard, nothing crazy. But it just everywhere is death. So like any slip up and you lose a ton of time. So for races, it can be a big deal. She's running through no problem here.
Yeah, very good adaptation. Saw a amp trying to amp him up with energy, but she's already amped up enough. Doesn't need any more volts in the system. Might be over past. You only want to use the indicated amount of volts. I'll take it with a brief lesson on power blocks.
Okay. Yeah, well, yeah, that's another thing with the amps and the Goombas. There's a little bit of RNG in this stage, just enough to be annoying. Nothing too detrimental usually, but crazy stuff happens. But they both seem to have made it through unscathed. So a really good start for, compared to each other at least. The Womps was a little, it was a little sloppy, but this is a close race, which is all we can really ask for.
Yeah, it's actually crazy the amount. It's okay. We're only 10 minutes in, and you're like, well, in 10 minutes, how bad can things get? And if you've been watching the matches, things can get very scary very quickly in this game.
Absolutely.
Sometimes there's been leads at this point upwards of minutes. The crazy part is you might see a lead at this point that's a minute apart, and you're like, okay, the race is done. Low key, you're thinking that, but then it comes back. The game is it's just too hard, man.
It is. We've seen it over and over. Literally no lead is safe. Unless there has been a couple instances of some game overs, some resets. Then you can safely say it's over. But as long as that's not happening, you can't really walk away. You gotta keep watching till the end. Toast missing his throw, by the way, just a little bit extra time. The cheese is gained on him. Really fast fins clip from Toast right there.
Oh, wow, right on the edge. This is one of those stars that, again, it's like you lose time on it without even realizing. It's just kind of hard to tell where it happens, but there's a bunch of little things, and Toast was very clean sky jump.
Surprisingly hard. It's cheese and CCM. This is where we could start to see some, slipping off the really good backup, though.
Yep.
I'm sure both players. Well, actually, I'm not sure what both players will do. I'm pretty sure Cheese has been doing double pillarless. I don't know about Toast, so they'll probably get 17 stars by the end of CCM. But the other option would be grabbing 18, doing that penguin race. But yeah, I'd expect from these guys to both get 17.
Nice wall kicks of work from Toast, saving a little bit of time on Cheese.
Yeah, starting to make it up just a bit. Cheese also missed the penguin. Had to go back for him. Slippery. He's very small.
We're just chilling, baby. And apparently,
in the mountain, pretty comfy.
Very comfy. Ooh, Toast Rider. I don't know if that was intentional, but got the ground pound. Nice reaction. Punke apparently writing the script in chat, but not sure what that has to do with anything. She's definitely going for that CCM 17. Double pillarless. Ooh, the triple jump dive into the chimney.
It's pretty hard to get that angle and to get all the coins too.
Did he get all the coins?
I think so. I don't know, but if not, that just proves it. It's hard to do.
It's very hard.
And Toastrider actually going for this slide by itself, so he will be doing CCM 18. which is a pretty good race route unless you happen to mess up the penguin race, and then it's suddenly a very bad race route. So we'll see how that goes. So we're gonna see.
Really, indeed, Toast Rider will be racing the Mama Penguin, going down toe to toe, a race and a race. Kind of crazy.
Inception.
But Cheese is all done. Finished with business. Grabbing the suitcase and on to the next one. EBH. Okay.
Spooky.
We've got some windows being pulled, perhaps.
My dog calls all the shots in my house, and he wants the blinds open, so I have to oblige.
Dog very satisfied right now. Cheese hopping on in. A little bit scary, but much scarier in randomizer, I must say. Possibly the scariest randomizer stage.
Terrible randomizer stage. I think it's gotten better, but man.
There's too many rooms.
Yeah, way too many rooms. Too many things that need to be spawned. Too many places not reachable where they can be spawned. It's a bit of a mess. But here in the vanilla game, it's well put together.
Mm-hmm.
And Cheese knows what to do.
He definitely does. It appears that he has played this game at least a couple times before, and he does have some confidence in his movement.
Yeah, it was a little questionable back there in Womps, but he seems to have remembered his training. And Toast Rider seemed to, I kind of took my eyes off the screen. It's my bad, but he seemed to have no problems because he's out of the stage. It's a really close race here, and Cheese's basement will be a little bit extra sweaty. Toast Rider, nice, like
that is so frustrating. Like.
Yeah.
The little things in Mario are really, at least that's what gets me revved up. Like when you're messing up something, it should be free. It should be so easy. All you have to do is get into the stage. Ooh, Toast with a double jump.
Yeah, I completely agree. You know, you're doing some hard movement on like a difficult start, fine. I can handle those mistakes, but yeah, just the seemingly simple things. Nothing is 100% free. Like not a single thing in this game.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some stuff, yeah, you mess it up and it gets your heart pounding a little bit. Gets you angry.
All right, this is where it turns into hot to blazing sauce level. Cheese and shifting sand line. Pillarless time.
I wonder if he'll do Tommy. Well, we won't see yet. He's getting blown up.
Boom!
That's such a terrible start to SSL, especially when you have to do 2. Because, like, now he only has 1 more backup.
Yeah, and this is where the sweat starts trickling in. And we actually have seen some players, you know, Cheese probably is still going to go for double pillarless, but we've seen players, when they run out of backups, just drop it and get 1 pillarless and get out. And then another explosion! There's shrapnel in this man's face. Somebody call the ambulance. We need a trained tactician. Surgery immediately. Get it out. Bleeding. Toast Rider coming down. Oh, and Cheese not getting...
Okay.
Not going his way.
Nightmare SSL so far. Yeah, I don't know. I think at this point he should just do 1. We'll see. I mean, he's got to do that first. We'll see what he decides to do. But you know, the thoughts going through your head right now, if that happens, like they're not good. It makes it so much harder. And you can just tell.
Just tossing it away every single second, adding up, and tossing it again.
It's Toast Rider on the other hand.
Big bomb. Ooh, very nice.
Yeah.
He's getting to grab the bomb. Oh no! This is not
Toast Rider going for a tour around his pyramid.
Oh, I thought Toast Rider was going to go through the other way.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
He cannot grab this bomb to save his life.
How many is that in a row?
Like 6.
Mario meltdown.
And he's just gonna do the standard. Definitely a good idea. I hope he gets out of here. I can't imagine he wants to do that again. But he does.
Oh, wow.
But, you know, who am I to question him? He's a legend. He got it once, so maybe he can, you know, he can use that. But Toast is taking a pretty good-sized lead at this point.
Oh, yeah. Big time. And one more on deck for Cheese. And after that last one, oh, I don't know, baby. The pressure is definitely on right now. Can Cheese bring it out?
He can't even throw it.
Bomb! Oh!
That's another thing that's so frustrating. It's like when you make the same mistake over and over.
Oh, no.
I'm not actually sure why that happens, to be honest. I think it's if you try to like jump too soon before you turn. She's going around. Okay, he's got it.
Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Okay, this is a lot of time for Toast Rider. The man is in lethal lava land, moving right along.
Yeah, huge lead. But Jesus escaped. He's, you know, he got it done. I can just put it behind him. Hopefully, easier said than done. And pick it back up.
You know,
Toast Rider, meanwhile, is moving. He's figured it out.
He is indeed moving. But the lead isn't as big as I thought it would be. I was thinking it would be upwards of like 30 seconds or a minute, but it might be maybe around 50, 20, 25.
Yeah, it's pretty much exactly a log rolling star.
Did you see that cheeky little ground pound from Toast? That was really nice.
Yeah. Not a lot of room under there.
Not at all. If you can get that ground pound, it's a good feeling.
Yeah, it is actually. So she's just 1 star behind. He did have a bit of a lead going into SSO. But yeah, I'm surprised it's not bigger. Toast's gonna be doing this Akira boost. And he hits the platforming.
No. Toast Rider dropping the Akira boost. Nice thing is, though, you spawn right back in the volcano, but we could see this actually sync up quite quickly here if we see another slip up from Toast.
That looked good. I'm surprised it didn't work. But he's got it this time.
Very fast. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, neither player can kind of put together enough to like build up a big lead. They kind of keep trading it back and forth.
Yeah, very tight game one. Back and forth. I mean, it could be anybody's match, man. At least set. Toast Rider. Will he go to pace? Will he compete live at the first competitive speedrunning event?
It's looking like he's got a good chance. Like I was worried for his first race, especially because it seemed like he was coming in cold, but he seems to have picked it up pretty quick. Kind of under the radar. Well, I mean, not like within the community, but maybe less familiar viewers. Toast Rider kind of under the radar. Super good player though. His movement is insane. Just kind of has other obligations, so he hasn't been around much.
Yeah, life sometimes has to take priority. You got a lot of stuff going on.
Unfortunate. Could all just play Mario all the time.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Cheese with a more modest boost. Oh, but the ground pound.
Weird place for ground pound, but and then he
oh my goodness.
The tiny little rock.
I could just hear Cheese getting a little bit upset over that one. I mean, that is just
which is fair.
Very frustrating. Little stupid mistakes, as he would say.
Well, at least he didn't fall down.
Toast Rider.
I'm not sure what that was. Getting bullied.
Combo, combo! Empathy! In the lava! Burning his bottom.
He could do nothing right there. He was like completely bullied. Hopeless.
Yeah, that bully didn't only take his lunch money, but also took his pride. You hate to see it.
Toast got the last lap though, burned him alive and took his star. Just how you deal with bullies.
They never taught us that in high school.
Actually, wow, look at how close they are. This is crazy.
Oh, Cheese.
Okay.
Having some fun with wall there. Might have to be careful. I'm not sure if we can show that on the family-friendly stream. That was some hot action on the wall. Shoutouts to an anonymous gifter, Luhu, getting the tier 1 sub. Welcome to the clock, gang. Very much appreciated. I'm gonna have to throw a dab down. God, I love the dab. It's so violent. Like, you can just see the dab happening. Oh, I thought Toast missed that chest. It's all good, though.
All the emotes, they got some sick emotes. The clock is iconic at this point. Ever since the first little GSA event.
Yeah. Good times, baby. Clock. So, about 5 seconds? 5-6 seconds?
Yeah, basically nothing. Did Toast mess up one of those chests? Because I'm pretty sure he had a bigger lead than that. Not totally sure what happened.
Actually, it's a little bit more. It's like... never mind. Yeah, it's like 5. No, I think that's about right.
Yeah, that's about right.
It's just look good. So I think we're going to get a front sub from both of these players, and front sub has actually been murdering people in the league. I mean, it has taken full leads of upwards of 30 seconds apart.
It's so hard. If you miss it once, it's insanely hard to back it up.
And it's just so laggy.
The amount of lag.
That's like the ad. Yeah, that's really what makes it so difficult.
Toast, perfect though, nailing it.
Very nice front sub.
It's kind of a scary
nice.
strat. Like if you trust yourself, it should be pretty consistent. But you're basically going in blind. And if you just mess up your swimming a little bit, it's really hard.
So I'm curious to see if either of these players will be rocking the new Fire Sea movement.
I'm curious too. I don't think Cheese has been, from what I've seen.
It's crazy. Like I even picked it up. I love it. I think it's really good. It's really easy.
So comfy.
Really consistent. And it only took like maybe 30 minutes or an hour of grinding it away to be comfortable doing it in runs. So
exactly.
Definitely would recommend it.
I can see top runners kind of like, both these players really get the cycle already fairly consistently. So I can see him kind of be hesitant to change it up, but I really see no reason not to. It also like makes these Goombas basically irrelevant. Toast is going for it. Which has always been kind of the biggest thing in Fire Sea. These Goombas can get in your way, and no matter what you do, you're just kind of bopped. Jeez, almost showing that off right there, but he's able to avoid it. So he should
go in classic, but still going to be making the cycle. Both players from both worlds finding their way. It blows my mind because you can, I mean, typically with Lava Boost early Ellies, you can't make a single mistake. It's ruined, but...
Yeah, Toast, you saw like his strat there. He jumped into the lava. It's so slow, but he still easily made the cycle. So a really good find. Nice. Shout out, Ark, I believe. Honestly, a little bit shocked that nobody thought of that before. That happens all the time in this game. Like somebody will have an idea or just like some information. Like, wow, can't believe that hasn't been known. But it's kind of the exciting thing. It never stops growing. Really good Fire Seas overall. We were talking about the new stuff, but both of them just executed really well. That's another thing along with front sub that we've seen just destroy runners throughout the league. They're both making it through. Gonna be heading upstairs really close.
Yeah, exactly how you want to be starting off going into upstairs, because it really ramps up from here. I underestimated it because I hadn't played the game for so long and I never really did that much 70. Been back on the grind, doing a little bit of 70. Upstairs it's tough to put together a very nice upstairs.
It really is. Yeah, you look at it, you look at the stages and the stars, and you're thinking, none of these really jump out at me as super scary, but I don't know what it is. If it's just the point they're at in the run or what, but it really is. Upstairs is kind of underrated. Hopefully they can keep this up. They both had kind of rough basements at times, but they seem to have picked it up.
Oh, nice double box kick.
I missed a coin. You can miss one, so not a huge deal. She's looking good too, right behind him. Pretty good Skeeter RNG. This is basically in 70. Wow.
That RNG for Cheese was almost insane.
Yeah.
That was a little bit unfair of the Skeeter clipping through the blue switch. Gonna have to give him one slip for that.
Really smooth so far. He's getting the ledge grab, but honestly, if he'd have got right up there, he might have got zapped. So that worked out well.
Ooh, okay. Toast giving the sign a little rub down.
Little brush.
Not the end of the world.
Wow.
Playing
okay.
dangerously.
Yeah. Jeez, ledge grabbing. Okay, I think he could miss that, so he's good. Both those truckers were pretty sketchy, but overall, really good 100 from both of them.
Yeah, and Cheese looking like he picked up a smidgen, I think is the technical word, of time there.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Not a pinch, but, you know, not a handful. Just a little...
Definitely not a handful.
A little grip.
Alright, let's see the triple jump wall kick they go for. I think Toast still reps the side flip. Yep. But he's super consistent with it. He's doing the turn, and he misses.
Ooh, more time for Toast in his back pocket. You're going to take that without hesitation.
Yeah, especially on this star. She's losing even a little bit extra as compared to the top of the town. But he backed it up pretty well. I think that's kind of awkward movement to go from the top of the cage onto the elevator. I never liked it.
Usually after messing up that triple jump wall kick, you're just a little bit upset. You're like, oh, because it's always so close. It's such a close trick. The line between messing it up both ways, going too far to the left, too far to the right. Second try from Cheese does land it though. Very nice.
Yeah, and if you are going to miss it, definitely better to go to the right. Toast kind of an interesting star order here. He broke up the two triple jump wall kicks.
And another one. And notice he does the lag reduction too.
Yeah, you don't see that a whole lot.
Very rare. Protect this man at all costs.
Galaxy Mike, thank you for the 100 bits. Appreciate it.
Very much appreciate it. What up, Galaxy Mike? Thank you for the kind words, sir. Hope everybody's having a great Sunday, enjoying the race. We're settling in for a ride here. Remember, this is game 1 of the set. Best of 3. Could see 3 games, could see 2. Toast Rider flying here in secrets, though, and never forgetting the angles.
Toast is
anytime
leveled up. And Cheese, no! Going too far.
Oh, that
I can't believe it.
I forgot that was a thing, honestly. Yeah, I haven't seen that in a while.
To say, like, you usually know that's a thing, like, in the back of your mind that can happen, but it's so rare that you really don't think of it happening.
It's not the worst death, you know, it's pretty quick, but man, it's frustrating going just a little bit too wide. He's just running with so much speed, but nice backup from Cheese, doesn't mess up secrets anymore.
Yeah.
Now, Toast Rider, man, he's getting comfy now. He's got the slippers. He's getting a massage.
He's going for the clip.
Relaxing.
Way far right. I'm surprised he even got out of there. Yeah, Toast has been kind of on another level for quite a while now. He's playing with some confidence.
There's an incense burning in the room. It just smells so nice. Everything is comfy, cozy right now.
Very cozy. He's got the saturation to match.
Saturation might be the key. Cheese getting the long jump, though, saving some time on this over our boy Toast.
Toast doing a little dance there. And punching
the piranha.
Wow, he's every move in the book showing off.
I think there's something personal going on there, maybe. Perhaps some beef being squashed. Toast Rider having to bring out the fifth. Very rare to see that.
Yeah, Toast exiting THI here. Cheese still fighting these piranhas. Honestly, again, like, it's still not as big of a lead as I would have expected. But I guess, as you said, that death, you know, not the worst thing in the world. Worst places to die, for sure. Now we got Tall Mountain, TTM, and this is one of the harder stages in 70, I would say. You gotta get most of the stars.
And it falls into that deceptive class where you're like, okay, each of these stars on their own, not too bad. Whipping it all together in one neatly wrapped package it can be quite some work that even Santa Claus and his elves themselves would not be able to do. Thank you for the sub, Trojan. Welcome to the Clock Gang Club. Very much appreciated, sir. Gonna go ahead and drop
not even bothering for breezeless. It's interesting he did this first. If he's not even doing breezeless, just wants to get out of the way, I guess.
Yeah, left to right approach.
Toast way high in that log wall kick. I thought if you go too high, like long jump too late or too far right, or however you hit the log too high, you can't wall kick. I thought that was what's gonna happen, but he's able to make it up. Now she's flying through these reds.
Toast Rider taking his time, waiting a minute here. Cheese just going.
Toast thought he had too big of a lead. It's gonna let him catch up a little bit. It's good sportsmanship. Cheese with it. Absolutely flawless reds. Really cool star to see done well.
So perhaps a connection lost from Toast Rider. I mean, his timer's not moving, so it's definitely not a game crash. The man is sitting here, though, while Cheese is moving. Chat getting very fired up, but Toast Rider teleport onto Cheese, and now we've got a castle in the distance. It's looking very nice. Not the castle I'm used to. Cheese could really make moves.
Castle. Not sure when that happened.
It's looking good, though. The trees haven't changed much, but the castle's looking nice.
Yeah, put some of those coins into the upgrades, the renovations. Cheese is moving. Who knows how it's going for Toast, but this is a really good TTM for Cheese.
Yeah, haven't seen any noticeable slip-ups at all. And honestly, the breezeless skip, like when you go straight for breeze full, it really doesn't lose that much time.
Not at all.
It's quite chill.
And Cheese seemed to, he knew what he was doing, so like it was pretty quick.
We're getting reports in the chat that Toast did not pay rent, and they're finally coming after him. And they've turned off the internet. He is sitting quietly alone and is staring at the screen, waiting for the internet to come back, continuing to move Mario. Just reporting on the first-hand reports out there. I'm sure the evidence and things coming out in the chat. Oh, but we've got a timer. Hold on. I see a 35:15 on the screen. I do believe Toast Rider's in the distance.
You got the whole timer there uncropped. Yeah.
Commentators calling out the timer being uncropped, and Restreamer under a lot of pressure right now, trying to keep the stream together, but Toast making it a very hard job.
It is tough. A lot of moving parts.
Cheese is fine.
Yeah, Cheese is doing really well. He seems to have picked it up. Okay.
The momentum. And it really seems like the internet issues are bopping Toast Rider at the moment. I think it came back on, and then it came back off. She's barely missing that ground pound, but that's I feel like nobody's ever getting that 100% consistent. It's just too specific. It's just one of those things.
Insanely hard. And it's kind of a big deal. Like, it's you lose like quite a decent amount of time for missing something so precise. But you kind of just gotta live with it. This is unfortunate because Toast had built a pretty decent lead and he was playing well. And this is kind of the last thing you want to deal with. At this point in the run, especially.
I mean, he could very well still be rocking the lead. He might just come back out of the blue.
Toast Rider's absence has appeared to level Cheese up because he's not, like other than missing that ground pound, flawless gameplay ever since Toast crashed.
Cheese perhaps popping a quick Neo bar into his system, powering up the protein in his being. Every muscle fiber is powered, juiced. Toast Rider's back in the house. He's in the house, but he hasn't turned the lights on yet. So trying to find the light switch, fumbling around. You know how that goes.
It's dark. You're disoriented.
Can't see a thing. Eyes still adjusting.
Appear to be where it always is. Got to fumble around the wall for a few seconds.
Oh, the teleportation!
And look at this.
Wait a minute.
Essentially tied.
Wait,
somehow
what?
Taking the lead.
Did you just see that? No, didn't Cheese just spawn the Toad Star and long jump into HMC, and he didn't grab the star? Or did I miss that?
Wait, what? No, I don't know. I was too busy looking at Toast.
Cheese has 53 stars.
Why?
Toast has 54. I think Cheese just unplugged himself. Cheese disconnected from reality.
What's happening in this race?
The brain has been frazzled. Yep, here we go.
I've never seen that in my life. Do you think he tried to like... Yeah, because he kind of like moves. He moves Mario and tries to ground pound. But like he must have long jumped instead of ground pounding. I don't know. That's all I can think of that happened.
Brain thinking too far ahead. The best strat, I feel like, is to just focus on the star at hand. Give it all your attention. You know, sometimes you get caught up. You're like in HMC, but you're already thinking about Rainbow Ride. You just can't be. You gotta focus on HMC. You gotta give it the love it needs. Like a tender, fresh baby needs some care from the mama and the father. Commentary, perhaps going too far into a weird analogy that doesn't really work, but 100 bits coming in from Steve. Thank you for the 100 not like this bits. Sir.
Ooh, and bonking on the wall. This is such a close race. Seconds apart. And Toast missing the thing. Jeez. Wow, look at this. Sync.
Wow, and Commentators syncing up as well.
That's how you know we're next level sync. She's actually somehow got ahead there. It looked like Toast was ahead going to the door, but slower star grab, I guess.
That was actually a really rough start for Toast because he didn't get the triple jump wall kick and then he had to do the back. Lost quite a lot more time than it looked like. I mean, he had a lead going in, but Toast Rider, masterful of adapting, got to be ready for the battery.
This is crazy.
Synced up exactly what you want to see, folks.
Yeah,
Game one of set one, and we've got the sync going into tip top. Both of these players have shown us that they're capable of bringing the sauce, but are they bringing it tonight? And what kind of sauce?
Couldn't ask for a better first race. Going into the crux of the run, infamous Tippy, basically tied. Anything can happen.
And someone asking in chat, are you sure it's not just two cheeses? We can confirm if you just look at the saturation. Toast Rider on the right, a lot brighter red, whereas Cheese a much more modest, a little darker red. Rainbow Ride. Here it comes.
All right, one small slip up here can kill you. Toast looking like he's going for glitchy wall kick, misses it though.
Yeah. That's the thing about glitchy wall kick. You're 100% expecting the glitchy wall kick, and if you don't get it, you're not really in a great position. But Toast Rider, nice backup reds. She's getting bounced.
He's getting his bounce. The only player I've ever seen do it this way, at least since like, you know, way early on.
Hey man, I do it this way. Come on, Dad. Come on,
really?
Dad. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Sorry.
It's okay. I'm just
Forgive
really
my
sad
memory.
now.
Haven't seen you run Mario in quite some time.
Commentator expecting other commentator to remember years in the back.
Yeah.
But you know, might just have to calm down. Tricky triangles on deck. Can Toast get the glitch ball kick? Here we go. Oh, but the undershoot!
Wow, okay.
She's
Toast
accelerating.
Yeah, Cheese is taking a decent lead here.
Nitro boosters coming out. Not sure if those are allowed in races, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, both players pushing the boundaries of what are the established rules this race. Toast Rider deciding to go offline for 10 minutes. Just see how it plays out for him. Still sticking with this glitchy wall kick. He's confident.
Boom.
And he gets it third time.
Ooh. Cheeky little over the gap double jump. Taking advantage of those mechanics.
And she's going for reds here. Really good. It's kind of hard to like keep all your speed after that wall kick by that first red, but Cheese does it masterfully.
It looked like Cheese actually gained quite a big lead, but not too crazy. I mean, this is one slip up in TTC away from being back at the sink.
Yeah, it's kind of been the theme of the whole race, just back and forth.
Tick-tock clock, notorious for taking people's names.
Yeah, Toad early, the TTC 70. Toad has really good, or Toast, sorry. Toast has really good movement from tick-tock clock to bits, though. I doubt he loses the estimated second. But it is slightly faster to do Toad after the clock.
That is true. So it's going to be hard to see who's actually in the lead, but right now, of course, she's still holding on to it. 100 is going quite well for this man.
Oh, and Toast missing the triple jump. Really good backup, though.
Yeah, super fast.
But then, thing.
This is not looking good, folks.
Not what you want.
Toast had a little bit of a meltdown trying to get the triple jump wall kick. Cheese continuing to fly through 100.
Yeah, really good 100 from Cheese.
90 on the freeway. Toast Rider trying desperately to keep up, but the muffler falling off the back. Might just need to stop in for a quick tune-up, but not much time left for that kind of thing.
Yeah, I can't afford pit stops at this point in the race. You just gotta, you hope it holds up. Ooh, and a small little bonk. Okay, and another one.
Can't not get over that movement. I
don't like it.
I like how it looks. Oh, the kick. Heavy ricochet.
Good RNG, though. The Cheese is moving.
Wow.
Very fast. Still, though, you can't get too comfortable with anything in TTC, and then especially Bits. Bits has been a complete monster in this league. In all the leagues, really. All the Mario 64 divisions.
She's recognizing that was not the angle he's looking for.
Yeah, it's really good he didn't commit, because he definitely would have died.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Toast Rider losing its momentum on the wall. It's coming down to the line. She's still destroying TTC.
Yeah, he's holding it together.
But it doesn't stop here. I mean, you're like, okay, Rainbow Ride, fine. Tick-tock clock, is it over? No, it's not over. You still have Bowser in the sky. You still have throws to do. The action is just so jam-packed. These final 10 minutes.
Yeah, really hard to keep it together. Throughout all the tippy, it's just too much. Too difficult. But she's so far doing about as well as you could expect. She's really picked it up a notch in the last few minutes.
Yeah, maybe one little slip up that I've seen in this tick-tock clock so far. It's been super, super clean from Cheese. Honestly, the whole upstairs, or this whole tippy, has been really strong.
Yeah. Ever since that's the THI death, he's been laser focused. Really good reds too. Beautiful tick-tock clock.
Yeah, those reds were not.
Toast doing the double jump wall kick movement there.
Oh, the wrong wall. Oh no, level 3 bonk to his doom.
The biggest bonk I've ever seen.
That might just be the nail in this man. That was rough.
Man, so unlucky. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah, that's about as bad as it gets.
Yeah. Cheese in her and Bits.
Spicy movement.
Yeah, that movement's pretty difficult. It's really awkward. But we've seen Cheese have some trouble at the end of bits. I gotta imagine he'll kind of be hyper aware of that and take it a little easy. But
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something else. Commentator, step close to the line. I thought you were just gonna say maybe we'll see him slip up.
well, maybe.
Biased commentary, right side of the booth. Cheese might just mess it up, but he doesn't do it. Legendary gamer, he makes it happen. And the only thing stopping this man from his game 1 win in this first set over Toast to get to pace is some throws.
Ooh, man. Ledge grab there. It's a little bit spooky, but yeah, he's in here. You'd have to miss quite a few throws. But throws are hard.
Hesitant triple jump. They are, but that's a first throw. 2 more in his bag, and he's got himself a mid 9 and game 1 W. Winding it up. That looks like a... That's a miss. Toast Rider creeping up.
Getting right side as well. Both players making it look easy.
Ooh, nice triple jump cycle. 2 throws for Cheese. Playing with Toast hard. Winding it up, and ooh, very
really
nice
fast
first throw. Yeah,
that was excellent first race. Couldn't have asked for much more. It pretty much had everything. Gonna be hard to top it, honestly.
It had the ups, it had the downs, it had the meltdowns, it had some coziness, some bits, couple subs, you know, very well rounded. I'd agree. Although we did have the internet cut out. That was a little bit unfortunate, but I guess that added some suspense, a little bit of a thriller.
Yeah, it's set up for the finale. You know, Toast came back and they were basically tied. Who knows? We'll never know what happened to his lead in those minutes, but the important thing is Cheese takes game 1. And we usually let the runners kind of take a breather if they need to between races, but we should be jumping right into the second one pretty quick.
That is correct. Might need a couple minutes just to debrief, calm down, because we could be in here for a bit of a ride. I mean, 3 back-to-back races potentially. That's a lot of Mario.
Mario at a high level, very difficult. It's actually pretty insane. They both got sub 50s, really respectable times. And what looked like for these players, not great runs, but just shows how great they are at the game.
Yeah, they've been putting in that work for years now. Cheese, grinder of the century, so many hours in the game. Toast Rider as well.
Power of the stars is restored to the castle.
Will he come back? Will he clap back? He's got some work to do. It's a uphill battle now if he wants to take this first set.
Yeah, especially losing a race like that, one that's close, and one that he had to lead in multiple times. You know, it could affect your mentality going into race 2, but you kind of just got to put it behind you, starting fresh.
Let's bake a delicious cake.
Overall, he played pretty well. Both of them did, so expecting to see more of the same in race 2.
Got to give it out to Cheese for, you know, throwing back to the pillarless moment. I thought after that he would be very much melted away, but bounced back very well.
Yeah, he did. I think most runners would be kind of just maybe not throwing the towel after that, but definitely drop off in terms of gameplay. But yeah, he kind of responded to it, took it as a challenge, and he bounced back. That's not too surprising, though, coming from Cheese himself. You know, he's been in every situation.
True.
And he knows he can turn it around.
So going into game 2, Rock Chalk, what needs to happen if Cheese wants to solidify and just end it? 2-0 bop down.
I think he needs to keep whatever momentum he had at the end of that race, because that was definitely his best gameplay, was like in the last 15 minutes or so. So I think he just needs to whatever he's doing right now, he needs to keep it up. And I think he'd have a hard time losing.
I would have to agree with you there. He definitely needs to play the game well, I think. And if he does that, and Cheese doesn't play so well, then maybe, just possibly, Cheese might go for the 2-0. But toastrider, I mean, look at this, 25 seconds apart. So close.
Yeah, absolutely anybody's race. I wouldn't be surprised with whatever happens. I'm curious to see how Cheese approaches Pillarless. I already, even like before this race, in just the last few weeks, he's been, kind of struggling with it. And then to have it go like that, interested to see how that goes for him. But yeah, I expect this race overall to be even cleaner. They both got one under the belt. Usually you're less nervous for race 2.
True. We got some bits flying into the imaginary cup. Thank you, JP Dude. Actually bringing up an interesting point. This race is a grilled cheese. I mean, think about that one for a bit. We do have some toast. We do have some cheese. Making me kind of hungry. Haven't made a grilled cheese in a while. Might just have to slap some butter on the pan. Grill it up. Would be pretty tasty right now.
Yeah. It's underrated food, the grilled cheese. Simple, easy, delicious.
Not very filling.
No, it's not.
That's like the sad part, because you eat one and you're like, well, I need about 4 more of these.
Yeah.
6 more, okay. Commentator, a little hungry.
Fatty.
Trojan, thank you for the 500 bits. The race is starting. Cheese versus toastrider in game 2 of this first set. 500 bits right away for my dad, Cheese. I don't know if Cheese had a son, but I mean, the man does it all. It's not very surprising. But we're off, baby. Game 2. Game 1 was kind of sloppy in Womps. It was a bit much. Both players kind of all over the place. See if they can pull it back. Now that they're calmed down, the nerves have settled a bit. Speaking of bits, gosh, hot diggity, dog, Trojan. Thank you very much, sir, for the 1,500 bit. Aruni's really coming in hard and to
flexing.
Yeah, flexing hard.
Deserve. If you're gonna throw some bits, this is the race to do it. Both runners delivered. Everybody wants. They're excited for this race too. Toast immediately getting a lot of dust.
Nice like to skip. Thank you, Joker Man, for the sub. Over to the Prime Clock Gang, sir. Not gonna be expecting any slip-ups here, at least until Womps. They've both shown that they're very consistent at skip and bomb clip.
Yeah, I'm actually predicting
drop them.
Cleaner starts. Gonna be hard to be sloppier than last race, but I think they both have good Womps this time. They're calibrated. They know what needs to be done. First, we got the slide. It's going for the slide first is about a second faster in castle movement. Interesting that you see it in 70, but nobody really does it in 120. I mean, with LBLJ, it's irrelevant, but I guess just because the longer category, the second means less.
Yeah, and then you have the whole mentality of like, you want to get to Womps quicker so you can figure out whether or not you're making it out. Because slide is pretty much free, like pretty much a guaranteed
hard to
start.
Lose a run in slide, yeah. Both the runners literally get the same time every time.
Yeah, this is starting to get a little bit fishy. Commentators a little bit sketched out might be the word that I'm... I mean, I haven't seen Cheese get anything other than a 12.6. Toastrider all 12.7s. I'm not saying that, this is spliced or anything. I wouldn't be saying that. Or that there's any
I don't even know why you would bring that up.
Nothing like that. But I'm just saying, it's interesting. But here's Womps. It's a stage.
Yeah, right off the bat last time, it kind of fell apart for everybody. She's doing the full setup. Did he do that last time? I'm not even sure. I think he did. And Toast getting the first eat. So
Okay.
here we go. Not doing the simp method.
Tried and true. Simp method might be for you. Try it out today.
Toast obviously missing the memo.
Yeah, that much better than last time though. I mean, he fell all the way down, had to climb all the way back up. We'll see how Alice treats Cheese. It was actually a bit monk.
That looks good though. Here he goes.
Easy money. Oh, Dusty boy! Is he just gonna go for Wild Blue? I think that's the best move.
That's a good call. But Toast, you know, not the start you probably wanted.
Yeah, again, a little bit uncomfortable from Toast, but Cheese actually starting to build himself a nice little Womps. He can get through this 100 without any issues. That's pretty much... I see it as, like, the triad. If you get 100... Oh, but he does not make the cycle.
Can't get it done. The last leg.
Oh,
and then the timing. The worst timing possible.
That is very rough.
I don't know why he went that way, but jeez.
Commentators curse to the max. Oh, no.
Mega
And you
curse.
can't hurt that piranha.
Wow. Yeah, and he still needs these coins.
Okay. He's got the red. Wow. Oh, okay. Toast Rider bonking. Again, both players, apparently they're good at the game, but I mean, I'm not... I've seen it for a bit, but it's too much sauce.
Womp's Fortress. To be fair, it's a really hard stage. Like, you think it's first. Shouldn't be that hard, but not true at all. Everything can go wrong here, and pretty much everything has. But again, at least it's, you know, sort of even, so not a huge lead either way.
Getting out of that hot mess, though. Once 100's done, it's like the other side of the storm. You know, you have Owlets, Cannonless, 100 done. It's pretty cozy from there out. Toast Rider still does have Cannonless, but doing the setup shouldn't be too big of a deal.
Okay, nails it.
Toast Rider snagging the lead, though. Yeah, that was really rough for Cheese with the cycle. The thing about that swinging platform is you have to be very aware of where it is. As you saw, it kind of clapped Cheese back to back. It was, there was no chance.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many cycles he missed, but it was quite a bit.
Yeah, that was 2 cycles at least.
Going around and around without him. Yeah, that sounds right. But here we go, both fighting the King Womp at the same time.
Goodness.
Sliding off the platform.
Yeah, Toast actually struggling quite a bit with the Womp. We saw that in game 1 as well. Wasn't able to fight, but he's very clean Womp fight. Picking up a couple seconds over Toast there for sure, but very, very close race. Exactly what we like to see here in Womps.
Yeah, pretty much picking up right where he left off. Looking like it's going to be another hot race. Which is well needed. You know, the playoffs so far have been pretty one-sided, but this is not the case for this race. Really fast tower from Toast. He kind of like canceled his double jump, sort of, for lack of a better term, I guess. So he did like a really fast triple.
And he's out of there. Easy as pie. Well, not quite pie. It was easy as like a banana bread. A little bit difficult, but not too bad. Toast Rider struggling.
So gonna go out on a limb and say 12-6, 12-7. Just a hunch.
If that's the case, then there could be a little bit of voodoo magic going on. But the 12.6 from Toast, we see
Might be switching. Oh, and she's huge, 12.9. Might as well give up and wait for game 3 at that point.
Yeah, Toast Rider with a whopping lead after that race. But Cheese is the man who knows how to fly. He's very, very good about his angles, his dips.
knows those hitboxes, which are not as obvious as they look.
Yeah, it takes getting used to. When Mario's flying, he definitely has a, like, above him. He has a really big hitbox, and you can use that to your advantage. You see players start to dip really low under the coins, but still grab them. It's like the wings extend up quite a bit off of his hat to help him out.
Yeah, so you definitely don't want to fly over. You can, if you go even like a little bit over the coin, grab them, but you can go like a foot below them, and you're good.
Yeah.
Which actually works out well for like how you want to fly optimally anyway. Here we go, Dark World. Last time went flawlessly, which is good. Hopefully they can make it through again. I actually feel like Dark World hasn't been too bad in these leagues. Maybe I've just blocked it out, but
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, Gear Cycle is, it's, at this point, players have gotten so good now. We're starting to see Tsukushima Cycle, Zaya Cycle. Gear Cycle is pretty much, as long as everything goes well, it's not a big deal, but obviously, we have seen some slip-ups, and that is the most tragic thing you can see in a race, especially if it's so early. She's getting the double firsties.
fine. See
Toast's back.
how much faster it is. Like, it's actually insane. So it was basically tied. Toast had just the smallest lead. Wow, and tossed Bowser. Yeeted. And I actually think it's a little bit slower when you do this huge throw like that compared to like keeping him on the ground.
It's faster? Sorry, I
No,
didn't-
slower, I think, if you
Yeah.
like throw him far. Yeah, pretty much identical to race 1 at this point. It's a bit closer, but really close heading into BOB.
Yeah, setting up for the next phase, I guess. Still got Cuckoo Mountain. It's like the warm-up period. Getting your feet wet.
Yeah, this is kind of I mean, like I said earlier, nothing's really free, but this kind of BOB, CC, and BBH part is probably the comfiest part of the run.
Yeah, especially Cuckoo Mountain 17. Really not too scary at all. Cuckoo Mountain 18 can be a little bit. Toast Rider playing with fire a tiny bit, but I don't think I've seen him slip it up in the league.
Yeah, I mean, Toast is, like, as long as you're moderately comfortable with the penguin, you're usually fine. It can be scary, you know, if you're not used to it, but obviously Toast is.
Wow. Toast Rider cutting the edge on that wall kick jump dive. Yeah, Toast. There's getting caught up on the sign. He's back up though. Doesn't mess with him too much. Gets right up there.
He has lost the lead though. Cheese is taking it just by the smallest amount.
Yeah, not quite a smidgen. A little bit more. A couple smidgens here.
I gotta be honest, I don't know your measurements. Need to bust out the dictionary.
Commentator not even sure if he knows his
Obviously
measurements.
nobody owns a dictionary anymore.
Yeah. I mean, we all just got our phone and see it in your pocket.
So here we go, seeing the route split again. Ooh, beautiful little moonwalk. It's harder than it looks. Very precise angle.
Ghost Rider does rock the Mario Cam, which I think is definitely the better move for that moonwalk. Then you can adjust on the fly.
Yeah, it's actually really, really smart. I've never even tried it, but it makes sense.
So we'll sync back up, going into Lethal Lava Land. Just a small desync here, Toast Rider. With the Cool Mountain 18. Worked out really well for him last race. Only had to do one pillarless. It's all good.
Yeah, and he nailed it. Pretty much the you know, the thing that can really go wrong is the jump here on this slide. You happen to go too late. Otherwise, it's pretty, since you get to miss a coin anyway. Pretty comfy, and then yeah, still he nails that. It'd be hard to mess it up at this point. Slide skip, RTA viable being asked. Yeah, I think so. Assuming it's referring to what I think is, where you get the blue coins outside of the slide, and you kind of like skip half of it.
Could be talking about that. I was thinking maybe he was talking about that thing where you go behind the level and then fall all the way down. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
It's like a task thing. That's definitely not RTA viable.
RTA viable, no.
That route you brought up though, I forgot that was a thing, but that is a new.
Yeah, nobody really picked it up. Well, it's only faster with the penguin, I think. So like it's kind of a 120 only thing unless you're doing TCM 18. And you know, you're so far into the run at that point. Yeah, behind the level, definitely not RTA viable.
Looks cool though.
Yeah,
it would be cool. It's possible to be done.
Along with carpetless.
Once carpetless is in runs, I will. I will. I don't know about quit. I mean, that actually looks like a pretty fun trick, but the fact that it would be so late in the run would be
yeah
devastating.
You have to figure out how to do Rainbow Ride like third. Not sure how.
Find the wrong warp.
Yep.
Randomizer strats. She's making quick work of BBH. It's time for basement, ladies and gentlemen.
What we're all dying to see.
Yeah. You know, we had our snacks, the peanuts, but now the main course is here. We got the burger, got our drink.
Let's see how it goes. Speaking of dictionaries, busting out the Webster in the chat. Not sure what the argument is, but they're bringing the sources. All right, here we go. I also wonder if Cheese, because last time we just went for like regular plus, basically. I wonder if he gets it right away, if he'll do Tama. Does not look bothering. He's playing it safe, which I don't blame him for.
All right, this is much nicer than we saw in the first race. First pillarless immediately finished up. He's got to be feeling much better about this.
Yeah.
For those of you that missed the first race, pillarless basically brought him home and enjoyed that. It was okay. Hot chase. He's got it.
Really doesn't matter. He's right here. Surprised he like came up short, which is surprising on English. I feel like usually if you miss him, you overshoot because the English MIPS is so slow.
Yeah.
But maybe that he kind of overcorrected. Right, Cheese.
Second pillarless.
Looking
good. Big bomb.
It's got to be a good feeling after what happened last time.
Easy money. Ghost Rider rocking a medium bomb still.
Not a great angle. He knows what he's doing though.
Yeah, got to figure it out, but that medium bomb is going to bit a couple of seconds. I mean, really hard to keep up with Cheese's route, especially when no slip-ups on pillarless there. Looking much cleaner here in race 2 from Cheese.
Yeah, he's feeling confident. Back to playing, you know, like himself. Which really has been for, like, the last hour, other than that Womps. But Toast is right there, like, hardly any lead at all.
Yeah, sticking right there with him. We, ladies, gents, germs, we've got something special here. A poppin' Super Mario 64 or 70-star race. Lethal Lava Land on deck. Another, you're not out of the storm quite yet. Shifting Sand Land done, cool. That's great. But you got to snap right back into it. Put those goggles on. We're getting into the trench. Although honestly, I think with Lethal Lava Land, it's pretty much boost. The lava boost is like the big thing. Everything else is can go wrong. Can be a little scary.
I think boost is like harder. I think boost is harder than pillarless. Maybe just because like I've put way more practice into pillarless, but I hate lava boost. One of my least favorite strats. The good thing is that you have like multiple options for how comfy you want to take it.
Both of them actually overshooting, but she's having to get the bonk. Toastrider going to pocket that free time. Easy, easy.
Bonk S.
Yeah, that little bonk. Chat spiraling out of control.
She's setting up the ledge grab skip. That's kind of hard too, especially if you do it with little bullies. So, oh well, it's kind of got some bopping moments. Not as comfy as it looks. Toast going with the secure again. Okay, he's good.
Very nice. And Toast actually saving some time over Cheese with that boost. Cheese doing just a slightly slower setup.
Yeah. Oh, basically the same. Oh, and Cheese clipping that thing. This is kind of nerve-wracking because your spacing's a little bit weird, but he gets it no problem. Especially because like if you fall off, you die. Cheese. Oh, never mind. I didn't think he ground pattern for some reason. Toast finishing up the volcano. Beautiful. That start kind of sucks too because you can get invis-walled. I don't really know how it works. It seems to be avoidable, but it also seems to just kind of be unlucky. Or not really a wall, but a ceiling, I guess.
Yeah, some weird mechanics when it comes to those elevators. Yeah. Nice boost from Cheese. Oh, okay, going through the poles. Oh!
Ah, but he dived right under.
Interesting. Some sliding around on the menu coming from Cheese. Might be rocking that new menu tech. I don't know if you could say new at this point, but
yeah, I think he is. I believe he does it like at the end of every stage because you don't have to hold back up to the painting, which is the dangerous part since you can kind of like go back up to save and quit. And Toe's doing a backflip.
Oh, but wow,
really good.
Makes it work.
That never goes that well. He's been there a time or two apparently.
So here we go. Docks, a little breather. But Fire Sea coming up. And what I find interesting is that Toastrider is rocking the new movements. I don't anticipate him having any problems making the Lava Boost early Ellie cycle. But she's rocking the original vanilla. Very tight movement. Can he get it 2 times in a row?
Yeah, I will say I think it's kind of better to watch the older one. It just kind of seems smoother, which is kind of unfortunate about the new one, but
yeah, the new one definitely does not look as glamorous or crazy.
It looks like it should be slower. It still kind of blows my mind that it's not.
Very nice chest for Cheese.
Yeah. And Toast right behind him. Good angles, not dropping swims.
Ooh. Very nice indeed. We did see...
Sorry, go ahead.
Commentators, bumping in a bit on the booth. It is hard, though, sometimes over the voice chat technology can't exactly indicate what's popping. Front sub was very easy for both players last round. We'll see how it goes.
Front sub is kind of spooky, and then the Manta rings in 70 star. We've seen that not so much in Division 1, but in Division 2. It happened a few times where you miss a ring and you're just kind of praying at that point. Cheese with a beautiful front sub, and you don't get a backup like you do in 120. So, you know, DDD looks really boring and simple, and for the most part it is, but it can be pretty tough at points.
Making it look easy. Well, that's out of the way. We got Manta, another quick, calm one.
Flying through these rings. You even doing the lag reduce. It's kind of an awkward lag because it's harder to like know where to swim into the star.
Yeah, just kind of get a feel for it over time. toastrider opting out. Typically block as much lag as he can, but not this time around. Fire C is up.
Here we go.
Make or break it moment.
Maybe like 10 to 15 seconds. Could all change right here.
Okay, nice cage from Cheese. Goomba's all out of the way.
Oh, but what?
I
don't even know. Dove too early. Did something. Bonked. Yeah, and he's gonna be missing lava boost for sure.
And toastrider, here it is, man. The consistent, very straightforward movement. Looks slow, but is in fact actually making a very nice cycle right now.
Cheese even missing. Oh man, didn't even get the coin.
He might have actually been able to make it.
Just swung just like that. And pretty much that's the ad for new Fire Seed.
Yeah.
Look no further.
It's actually mind blowing how quick. Like, okay, yes, most players are already used to the old movement, so it's probably pretty quick to pick it up. It's very straightforward. I mean, typically you'd have to spend upwards of 30, 40 hours finding a way to be able to make the cycle.
You grinded Fire Seed before.
Yeah.
Now, Toast once again deciding to take a quick pause. This is the same race. We've seen it before.
toastrider dropping out a little bit earlier, though. The quick internet drop, but certainly rocking a lead as we go upstairs. But that's exactly what you're going to need against Cheese. I mean, Cheese murdered upstairs in Tippy.
Yeah, it was insane.
Last race.
Really clean. And we're back to the
Castle's
castle.
back. Here we are.
It's a good-looking castle.
Some speculation in the chat that perhaps toastrider is stretching his bandwidth a little bit too far, trying to watch Marvel's next big thing.
Yeah, who can blame him?
But surely he'll be back. Heading into Wet Dry World. I think, honestly, a great opener to upstairs.
Yeah, Wet Dry World's my favorite stage. I think it's underappreciated. I will say in 70 it's a bit worse just because it's pretty much the only RNG in a 70 star run. Is this star, and she's already missing 2 coins. We went back to that one.
Yep, only can miss 1 coin here in 100 plus secrets, and she's already missing his 1 allotted coin, leaving his life in the balance of RNG. Hanging. toastrider doing something, probably. Not exactly sure.
Toast
Probably
being
making
accused
some
of
moves.
splicing. You know, if that's true, his timing is interesting. Both times he's decided to splice when he's already got a lead. But maybe that's just to throw people off his trail.
But Toast, a very honest man.
Right, she's looking good in this 100. Man, they throw this Chucky so close to that corner.
Yeah, the rest of the RNG actually treating Cheese very well. The beginning was kind of jarring.
Yeah. But he's good. Last time he messed up one of the triple jump wall kicks. See if we can get that fixed as well. And And Toast, who knows? He's still in like the like last time he bounced out of the call, I think, right? But he's still here now.
He's still here, and especially more importantly, he's here in our hearts. Cheese with the ball.
That's not what you want.
Oh, and he doesn't get the triple jump.
Jeez.
Very awkward backup here. Not a whole lot of space to find your triple jump. Going for it the second time. This is looking good.
There he goes.
A little bit frustrating, but not the end of the
pretty
world.
punishing. Like he messed it up last time, but definitely in the better way where you could just go do the backup.
Yeah.
Oh, and here we go. Toast warping right back onto the screen.
Yeah, that was a very appropriately timed warp from
yeah.
Toast.
I think he does this on purpose.
So how has it been for Toast? It looks like he is actually all complete, and Cheese again.
Fumbling the ball.
Triple jump wall kick has his number. It is calling him, leaving text messages, nagging away.
Yeah, went like 1 for 4. It's tough though. I mean, you see it all the time. It's basically standard by this point, but it's like honestly pretty hard, especially to have to do it twice. Not a predetermined set of 70. There's a few different routes. They even did different routes this race, but there's kind of an updated route, sort of. It's like a year old by now, a year and a half. But you do HMC late so you can catch the rabbit a second time. Very quick star.
Yep, and then you skip out on Snowman's Land Reds.
Yeah, which is a terrible star. I mean, not really bad. It's hard to do fast. Picking it up okay though. Secret's such a bad star to mess up because like the geometry of the stage is so awkward. Things can really stack.
You really need to work with the momentum if you run out. There's just
way to put it.
A lot of awkward slopes. A couple flame spitters here just for the icing on the cake. But both players making it through masterfully. No issues there. But Toast Rider, I mean, a similar story. This is what we were seeing. Rocking himself a cheeky little lead. Okay,
yeah,
again, the clip not treating him too well.
Yeah, he keeps... I don't know. I'm not sure what he's doing. He's like missing the long jump. But he's still, I mean, it's still pretty fast. Knows how to back it up. Cheese, though, flawless. Okay, a little bit of dust, but basically flawless.
Yeah, he's got that.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Toast.
Okay. All right, back up.
Not a very great THI for Toast. Kind of all 3 stars. Getting to him a bit. Just hanging on to this lead. And it was around this point, last race, where he lost it. Not sure exactly when. But something must have gone wrong in TTM or SL.
This is part of an elimination match. Toast Rider not sure where he wants to go. Thinking about it.
Castle.
Yeah,
it is confusing. Not sure why that one room has 3 hallways.
There are a lot of hallways. He figures it out though. Gets over to Tall Mountain.
4 hallways, I guess. Wall kicking. They made the stage painting unreasonably small.
Yeah, it's a little bit uncomfortable getting there at first.
Alright, Cheese again skipping breezeless.
Sort of trying to get up this ledge, but does he have the upper body strength? Oh, I thought there's a very rare moment where if you're just a little bit too far back, you can clip right through that fence, just like how you can clip into it for breezeless. And Cheese coming close.
Nice.
Toast Rider.
Why?
Out again. And Chad getting, a little bit suspicious. Cheese almost...
Yeah, what was that? He got like pushed by that sign. That was crazy. Okay, this is much quicker recovery. Toast's internet kicking into high gear, sort of.
Okay. Looking pretty good on Toast's end. Moving right along. He's back in action, though.
Okay. A little bit of a desync. That's gonna happen though. Gonna get it fixed. And now, oh, okay, yeah, this was the fix. Confused myself. Here we go. Now we're good. The restreamer really had his work cut out for him.
Yeah, this has
Hopefully
been...
for this race.
Might just be in order. It's been quite a hefty load. Toast Rider pushing him to the test. Pushing him to the edge. Oh, wow. Okay, was that an instant side flip from Toast Rider?
Yeah.
The infamous front flip.
Bizarre movement from Toast Rider.
I'm waiting for the day that the front flip becomes commonplace, because it's not quite there. You know, there was a moment in Mario 64 speedrunning where speed kicks were pretty much never done, and now it's very common. You'll see speed kicks in pretty much every category, multiple times. And there are
like need a good stick, like with maybe the prominence of Steel 6, it could be more of a thing. But like if your stick is worn out at all, front flips are like impossible. Yeah, they are really cool to see. I'm not sure where you would see him exactly, like intentionally, but I do bet it becomes more of a common thing at some point. And look at this.
Neck and neck.
As always, just neither player has really built a huge lead in either of the races. Keeping it as close as they can.
Cheese is
Trying
tiptoeing.
to put on a show.
Coming close. Toast Rider able to bat him away with his excellent breezeless, but now Snowman's Land. And honestly, the tippy we saw from Cheese last game is intimidating.
Yeah.
Very nice Snowman's head from both players. Incredible power.
Star. Not well liked. Pretty tricky movement.
Feels so good when you get it though. Looks one of the best looking stars. Just so quickly ascending up that man of snow. She's actually not able to get the movement working completely. That's saving a little bit of time.
Skipping ahead there, but yep. Cheese nail in the box this time. And we're moving. Those are pretty much the two, stars that you worry about in Snowman's Land. The other two, pretty comfy.
And we'll be getting ourselves a resync here. Toast Rider actually not in the lead. The sync has revealed the facts. Cheese in front.
This is just crazy. I can't believe how back and forth.
Fighting over who gets to use the sink. Both got to clean their dishes.
She's taking like what, a 1 to 2 second lead into HMC. Setting up for another great finish. Yeah, I'm curious to see if Cheese can repeat the tippy that he had.
Just have to first see if Cheese can actually grab the Toad Star before getting into HMC. It's a very difficult movement. Jumping, pounding can be very demanding. And we've got Punkay shot
in a certain order. It's just asking a little much.
Indeed. Very nice punch grabs from both players. Punkay, the leader of the league, at the top by a sizable margin. The man has been popping off, claiming both players on mid 48 pace. Definitely some spicy gameplay that's been coming out. The pace wizard indeed.
Punkay, all he knows is mid 48s. You got to take his word for it.
All right, both players grabbing the Toad Star. Very impressive stuff. Here we are. Hazy Maze Cave, the final breather before everything is sort of thrown at you all at once.
Yeah, but as we saw last time with Toast Rider, can't even really take a breather. And Cheese missing a ledge grab, or getting a ledge grab, and Toast missing the wall kick.
That was a good backup play from Toast.
He's taking a huge dive into the ground.
That's a lot of damage coming out from Cheese.
Shoot, poor Mario didn't really deserve that, but maybe he did.
It's so violent too when he falls like that.
Yeah,
It's like the worst sound.
A second little bounce, just like the ground just hits him so hard he gets bounced back up. It's rough.
Yeah,
he really
poor
gets
Mario.
put through a lot.
He's like made out of rubber or something though. Bounces right back, no bruises. Oh, Cheese cannot stop.
Just testing out Mario's, core strength. So I don't know. Toast also messed up the first star, so it's probably pretty close.
It was a really good recovery though, I would say, from Toast.
Yeah, it was.
Not the end of the world. I think Toast actually is giving himself a cheeky little lead right here.
Yeah, it looks like it. He's going for the left side here. Cheese went the other way. Optimally, the way Cheese did it is faster, but I think the consensus is it's easier to do what Toast did and get fast times.
Yeah. I would say that's about right.
Mostly you see left side, I feel like.
Yeah, right side in theory it's like it's easy, but like you said, getting your
you
times
saw how
right.
it happened. Like Cheese got that ledge grab, which is really easy to do.
Okay.
Exactly what Cheese did last time.
Swap.
Okay, so essentially tied. Basically exactly what we expected. Really good first race. The second race coming down to Tippy again.
Again, this is 1-0 in Cheese's favor. If Cheese takes it home, that'll be the end of this first set in this match. Best of 3. Be in a very comfy spot for Cheese, trying to snag that position to compete at pace.
Yeah. If Toast can bring it home, then we'll be seeing a game 3. We're going to be going late night Mario.
So Rainbow Ride last race was pretty fine, honestly, from both ends. Toast Rider had a little slip up with bounce, but here it comes. Glitchy wall kick. Very precise.
Glitchy good.
Can save some good time over Cheese. He has the wall kick.
No bounce!
Slips down!
That is the worst possible scenario. He's also missing it. But yeah, this is... that's so unfortunate. Toast has messed up this Lakitu bounce in about every way possible. So unlucky.
Yeah, Lakitu leaving him hanging, but he's got the glitchy wall kick again. He's right back. Can't get him down. He's got the bounce. So, I mean, yes, obviously Toast lost more time there than Cheese did, but Cheese still has to do a bounce, and sometimes bounce can be very stubborn.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes
got it right there, second try.
Lakitu can be in a bad mood. Might not be feeling the bounce. Cheese seems to have gotten the manipulation.
Beautiful. Ooh, he does the quick little clip. It's such a scary strat, I feel like, because if you go too far, then Toast doing a huge bonk.
All right, here's the backup. Nice. Oh, okay. That actually was
the red Toast Rider unraveling at the seams.
Build-A-Bear, red coins, sewing it apart, adding an extra eyeball, dropping the arm. Not the most beautiful bear we've seen, but it's still a bear. So
yeah, you gotta love it all the same.
But Cheese, once again, we're seeing the same thing we saw last time. Rainbow Ride so clean.
Yeah, Cheese has been here before. How many runs into Rainbow Ride has this man been through? Doesn't seem affected by it anymore.
Burned bottom though. Not exactly how you want to start TikTok clock, but should be able to recover his booty by the time he gets there. Mario pretty much instantly replenishing all of his power.
Toast taking another breather. It's a long race. You know, you need your brakes built in.
Oh, okay. The teleportation is swinging in the breeze from Toad. Cheese had an insane 100 in TTC. Honestly, the whole TTC, TikTok clock was very clean from Cheese.
He like messed up that one triple jump angle, and that was it. And he's off to a great start here again.
Yeah, Cheese, he could take it all the way home. The difference between bringing it to a game 3 or not is in the hands of Cheese. And it looks like he wants to end it 2-0 cleanly. Oh, Toast in this first set. 100 going so nice. Flying up the clock, getting these points. Oh, but
points.
Nice.
Wow.
Very
great to pick that up.
Yeah,
it was did not want to be collected.
Okay, Toast doing some time moving here first.
Yeah, another good 100 from Cheese. Not quite as crisp as the last one, but definitely good enough. He just needs to kind of hold it together. And he'll be taking the set.
Taking advantage of that thwomp, that game knowledge. Very comfortable ending. And we're seeing a reverse TikTok clock from Toast actually opting to do the time moving stars first.
I think he might have like missed getting into the clock after Toad maybe, and now it's just getting him out of the way.
Oh no!
He can't grab this ledge or get up here. There he goes. Cheese meanwhile flying. His tippies have been on point.
Thank you, Puff Dragon Girl, for the sub. Welcome to the Prime Clock Gang Club Gang Clock. GSA Fire. Okay, this could be the end of Toast Rider's whole career. His reputation is riding on these reds. Very bold move.
That's the hard part.
He's looking good.
Beautiful.
And he gets it.
Knows his stuff. That's always cool to see. You hate that he's in the position, but he nailed it. Very precise jumps. He's just kind of keeping any hope that he has alive. Gonna need Cheese to slip up, though, and it just doesn't look like that's gonna happen.
Yeah, Toast able to recover pretty well with the backups, but, I mean, no backup is better than a nice backup. And Cheese...
That's facts.
It's facts. It's coming out in the booth. He just won't let it happen. He's been through too many tippies.
Cat calling Reds career suicide. Moving Reds career suicide.
It can be.
Can you defend yourself?
Usually it is. I mean, we'll see people go for Reds, and if you aren't well practiced, you know, you think you can handle it. It's not, because on the surface, moving Reds that difficult. It's just some timed double jumps on the turbines, but when you're sweaty, you're nervous, the pressure's on, it becomes, yeah, it becomes a lot scarier.
Yeah, and even if you mess it up like one time, you lose so much. It's insane. So Toast just now doing 100, but he's flying through it.
Yeah, much better than last time. Cheese again with some very beautiful Reds.
Yeah, what are so far, like, Cheese's tippies have been just ridiculous. Can't really compete against these.
Again, Toast ricocheting heavily. Oh, the coin!
Kick on the box. Both times he did that. And lining this up.
Oh, wow. I'm surprised he fit the triple jump there. But he goes for the kick. The angle was not good. The meltdown from Toast.
Yeah.
And Cheese even more time in Sky. Even if he slips up, he's got a lot of room. Okay.
Toast Rider mini free run.
Hardcore parkour coming out from Toast Rider, trying to give up a little bit of a show. Might be realizing that it might just be all over. But we have seen some falls at the very end from Cheese in some of the league matches. Toast, get up there, man, Cheese!
Bonking. Man, if Toast had had anything close to a good TCC 100, you know, who knows? But Cheese still has to get through this level, you know? Could happen again or something.
It could happen a couple more times, you know. Yeah. Cheese does have quite a bit of room. Toast Rider falling apart. TTC 100.
She's going for that super optimal triple jump. It's not really necessary, but you know, that's how he rolls. Probably going to go for right side as well. Which I respect. You know, you can't really back off. Well, you can. You know, some people, depending on where the race is, will tone down their strats.
We're going to have to go for the left side now. Left side angle. No
Yeah.
problem.
And Toast, yeah, pretty similar to last race, honestly. Basically identical.
48 out of grasp, but a low 49 in the balance. Hanging. Can Cheese grab it and close out this first set of their playoffs match to make it to pace? Winding up. It's one throw. Let's right up with the triple jump dive. Nice re-grab. Oh! Okay, one more throw, and Cheese brings it home for the boys. Toast Rider, not sure.
It's close. Okay, he nails it.
Brings it
to Cheese,
Oh.
getting a low 49. You know, there were some slip-ups here and there, but overall, really good race from Cheese and from Toast as well.
Yeah, GG's to say the least.
Great races.
Those endings from Cheese were just way too clutch.
Unbelievable. Can't really do much about that.
Hard to fit in.
Did die in bits this time, but even still. The man is clutch.
Oh! Spiky shell coming out.
Oh,
Okay.
Toast bodied.
We've got the man himself, Cheese in the call, hot off of the first set win. How you feeling, man? Congratulations.
How are you? Thank you. I
GG.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Those tippies.
Yeah, I guess I could start with the tippies. Well, I've been practicing tippy, so this set was a little bit weird, a little bit weirder than usual. I would have to say off the bat that my confidence for the second half of the run was way better than the first half of the run. So I noticed that when I got upstairs, I was able to slide into this like comfort zone of just like, I guess just feeling confident. So, and especially in tippy, I felt confident in tippy for some reason. I have been practicing it, but not to an extent. But I just felt confident, so it helped.
Yeah, you could tell. I mean, you see it in your gameplay. We made comments on it both races, like the upstairs and tippy. Just looked like you were in the zone.
Yeah.
What was going on with Pillarless the first race? What happened
Well,
there?
there's been many races in the league where I've lost like tons of time in Pilatus, and I think this too. You've noticed that I've been having issues with Pilatus. But after the first race, I officially decided that I'm not gonna do Tamo Plus anymore in races. And as you saw in the second race, I didn't do them.
Yeah.
So automatically, I felt much more comfortable, like I said, and that's it. I don't think I'll do it in races, and that's it. Like, it would probably be for the best.
Yeah, especially having to do it twice. Better to just go with what you're comfortable with. And they looked good the second race.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I forgot about that. This actually happened. Thank you, Pirate Shuriken. You talked to Toad, the star spawned, and you long jumped into Hazy. You want to talk about that?
I long jumped on accident instead of ground pounding. And halfway through the long jump, I realized, and I couldn't save myself. It's just like when somebody long jumps to the secret star and wants 100 instead of grabbing 100 coin star or something. I mean, for those who don't know, like a long jump, you probably know, but like a long jump is you press Z then A to long jump while moving, and a ground pound is you have to press A then Z. Now, what speedrunners try to do, we try to press them very quickly. So because I was already holding down left, so I had momentum stored from like before, I guess. So then I accidentally pressed Z then A, so I long jumped instead. Like it's actually very easy to do it on accident, as you would know already.
Yeah. It's just a really unfortunate time for it to happen.
Yeah, I didn't realize until halfway through. I was like, okay.
Made for a good moment.
Well, we also got Toast Rider, the man himself, in here. Toast, how you feeling? Do we have him? Hello?
I don't know.
Maybe we don't have him.
I mean, he's been here the whole time.
He is here. There he is. Okay.
Hey.
Is it?
Hey.
Yo, GG.
Yeah, GG. My PC actually just blue screened. I think it was something to do with the Amrek, so good thing that happened after the race, I guess.
Jesus.
Well, speaking of
Yeah,
technical
not-
difficulties, what was going on?
I don't know, my internet just sucks. I don't know what I can do about it.
I mean, you were ahead of me that entire race. The second one and the first one, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
He was ahead for like upstairs in both of them.
Yeah, you played really well. It's
The
just
first,
go ahead.
oh yeah, well, I was gonna say, I think both races near the end, like sort of near Tippy, we were almost exactly synced, which is kind
Yeah.
of funny because we both like made the exact same amount of mistakes in the first one. Our beginnings were both really bad. Like,
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I hadn't played for like a week and a half, so I was
Yeah.
pretty surprised I still got a 49. And I was definitely feeling way better the second race, and then I was like mid 48 pace in Tippy, but I just made a bunch of mistakes and got like a 50. So
We pretty much both went up to Tippy at around the same exact time, maybe a few seconds apart.
Yeah, in both races. It was crazy. It was like as good a race you could ask for.
yeah, and then I died right after that.
Ridiculous.
So I
saw
ruined the
the death.
race.
I saw that.
But
Yeah.
they still made for some crazy good races. A lot. This is the first set in the match, so we will be seeing at least one more set from you two, which I'll definitely be looking forward to. Thank you guys so much for the game. Is there any final words that you guys would like to drop?
GG.
Good luck on the next one. It should
Yeah.
be like in a few days.
I think tomorrow, right?
Yeah. And well, just in case anyone still doesn't know, yes, there will be another set. It's a best out of 3 sets or matches. So we have at least one more match, me and Toast, and probably tomorrow, if not Tuesday. But yeah.
Awesome.
Well, there you go. Got that to look forward to. Definitely want to tune in if it's half as good as this one.
Yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Definitely was a crazy race. Very, very close. Good stuff, guys. Thank you for the race. Thank you, Rock Chalk, for the fun in the booth. As always, it was a pleasure commentating, and we'll catch you guys. Super Mario Odyssey playoffs happening. A lot of Celeste playoffs happening. And I think that might be it for tomorrow. So look forward to that. We'll catch you another day and have an absolutely wonderful night. Peace out. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.